Hello and welcome to my channel Crafts, Country Living and ME. My name is Hannah. I live in the countryside just north of Stockholm in Sweden. I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for ages, but I've always seemed to come up with different excuses why not to. It's been I need to tidy the house, so you won't see the mess. I need to lose some weight. I've just not got the time. I need to feel good. And I just suddenly realized that all this, it just won't happen. I might as well just do it. And I don't know why all this was so important to me, really. Because that's not life, is it? Life's not perfect. Life can be a struggle every day. But I still want to do this, and I want to focus on the positives. And I'm hoping to show you a bit about my life here in the country, what I get up to, and I also do a lot of crafts, mainly knitting. At the moment I'm actually crocheting a bit, and I love to garden, although I don't quite have the energy at the moment. I spend a lot of time outside in the nature, in the forest, and I also have the chronic illness ME/CFS, along with a few other chronic illnesses like fibromyalgia, POTS and hypermobility disorder. So all this combined makes life a bit difficult. Normally I work, but at the moment I'm on sick leave because it all just got on top of me. It's just too much, and I haven't been feeling at all well lately. But I'm trying to get by. I do a lot of crafts because that makes me feel good. I'm sorry about this noise. It's my dog. It's raining like crazy outside. He doesn't like the rain, so I gave him a bone to keep him occupied. But he's really energetic. He's a 7-month-old border collie mix, and he's all over the place. So I'm sorry if that noise is a distraction. You'll probably have finished it in a moment. Right, where was I? So I live in Sweden on a farm together with my partner. My 2 children every other week. They live with their dad the rest of the time. 2 girls. And we have the dog, Dobby. And the girls have 2 rabbits. The girls' names, by the way, is Isabel and Olivia. The rabbits are Daisy and Gimli. And Olivia also has 3 stick insects. I'll probably show all these animals at some point. We live in a house on a farm. This farm was bought by my grandparents in 1955. So I was born and raised here. And I moved away for a bit, but I've always come back. And we built this house where we live now in 2011. We moved in 2015. It's been a work in progress, and it's still not quite finished. We're just finishing some parts in the cellar, where I'm hoping to keep all my crafty stuff. So you'll probably see a few videos from down there when it's finished. My dad lives in the main building on the farm, so he's really close by, and I've also got my brother and his girlfriend on the farm. And we have 2 tenants as well. Yes, and then, oh well. So today it's raining, really raining. It's been raining yesterday and a few days before that as well, but today it's raining all day. So I'll probably spend a lot of time indoors. I was hoping to go outside for a bit, take the dog out. I probably will, because he needs to have his exercise, but it probably won't be for that long. So I'll probably keep on crafting, resting, because as I said, I'm not feeling too good at the moment. So I'm hoping to show a bit about what I do with my time, what I create, and I'll probably talk about the struggles of living with chronic illness as well, but it won't be my focus. I want to focus on the positives, and also how I'm trying to move forward with work life and everything, and make it work with the situation as it is. I won't make this a really long first video. I thought I'd show you a bit about what I've been working on lately. I was going to say we are building, but my poor dad has been building a new enclosure for the rabbits. At the moment, they used to be indoors in the house and in a smaller enclosure outside in the summer, but they really didn't like it indoors. It was too hot in here. We kept the hutch door open when we were home, so they could jump around the house, but they just didn't want to leave the hutch, which meant that they were not very happy. They kept fighting, and they were not particularly healthy. So last autumn we decided that they were going to move up to our stables. We've got the stables. I don't have any horses anymore, but we've got 4 horses on the farm, and there was a horse box available, so we moved them up there. They had plenty of room and they've had a lovely life all through the winter, with loads of space. But at the same time, we do need to get another horse in there, because that's money in for the farm, and they want to be outdoors, of course, the rabbits. And my dad said he could build me a rabbit enclosure, and I thought, he does so much for us with the house and everything, and I didn't want him to have to use all his time doing this. So I ordered one, and it was one, I ordered it online, and it looked okay. I realized it wouldn't be perfect quality, but I thought it'll have to do. And as you order it online, it comes as a kit. I thought it would be like buying furniture from IKEA. I thought you would have instructions like, take part A together with part B, use screw 1 and fasten them together, and so on. And I thought, me and Marcus, my partner, we could probably do this. And it came, and it was nothing like building IKEA furniture. And we quickly realized we were not going to be able to build this. So my poor dad has spent hours up in his garage building this bunny enclosure. And it's big, it's 6 meters long by 1.5 meters. And it was really poor quality, so he's had to enforce it in all kinds of places, just to be able to move it. And it can be quite windy here as well, so it would just have broken first storm. But it's almost finished. We're hoping to get it outside this weekend, and then the rabbits can move outside and be happy rabbits. But I thought, I've been sorting out all my crafty stuff, and I found loads of scrap yarn everywhere, and I didn't know what to do with it really. So I thought I'd crochet some bunting for the rabbit enclosure, just to make it look a bit more festive, I guess. I've also looked at some solar powered lighting for it, like fairy lights. So that's what I've been doing yesterday. I've made 5 so far. I think I need about 25 maybe. But it's a good way to use some cotton scraps. Don't know how long they'll last. They'll probably fade and look a bit, I don't know, after a while, but they'll have to do. They look okay this summer. And then I usually don't crochet at all. That's all I've been doing lately. I've crocheted loads of these single colour little granny squares, also with just scraps. I think these are mainly acrylics, and I don't like using acrylics really. I like cotton, well, wool is my favourite, but then cotton, linen, anything more natural really. But I didn't want to throw them out. I've got so much that the kids would never be able to use it up either. I've given some to the school, but I thought I'll just do loads of these, and either I'll make a blanket, like a throw for the bed, or just a blanket, or I was thinking maybe making some project bags, maybe for my knitting or crocheting, whatever I'm doing. We'll see. At the moment I made 142. For a normal size blanket it says you need 1020, I think, so I've got some way to go. And knitting, I've got loads of knitting projects everywhere, and that's another thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just do something with them. All these project bags everywhere, I'm trying to finish as much as I can, because it just stresses me really to see all these half-finished things. And I'm hoping with my crafty room in the cellar that it'll get better. I'll just finish as much as I can and not start so many new things. But this, I don't know if you can see this, it's a baby blanket. My brother and his girlfriend are expecting their first baby in August, and of course I have to make something for it. So for him, it's a him. So I made this baby blanket. I've done all the knitting. It's knitted in the round, and then it's cut using a steek. I think I'll probably, it looks okay, but I think I'll probably reinforce it with a sewing on the sewing machine, just a couple of times, just in case. I don't want it unraveling. It looks, as I said, it looks okay, but I'm always a bit nervous when it comes to cutting into knitting. And then I'm going to find some backing for it and just line it with some nice fabric on the back. I'm trying to remember the pattern. It's a Norwegian pattern. I think it's Pinneguri, I think. I'll put it in the notes if I can find it. And it's knitted in Drops Baby Alpaca. No, Baby Merino, sorry. I don't use drops a lot, but it was what was available at the time, and it's nice. It's soft and nice, and you can wash it. I don't like superwash really, but for baby things that will be used a lot, it's a good thing to be able to wash it easily. And I also know that my brother and his girlfriend will probably appreciate being able to wash it without hand washing it. So that's a few of my projects I've been working on. I've done a bit of cross stitch as well, nothing fancy, just I make like little greeting cards with cross stitch sometimes. Dobby, I'm making a noise. Yeah, so I'll show you what I'm working on every now and then. As you can probably see behind me, there's a load of books. These are a few of my books. I love books. Unfortunately, with my illness, it's sometimes, well, quite often really hard to concentrate. So I can only read for really short periods of time because I just drift off. I can't focus, which is really makes me sad, because I used to read 2-3 books a week at least, but I'm still trying, even though it's not as much as it used to be. Every now and then I read a little bit, so I might talk a bit about some books as well if you're interested. Yeah, I think I'll stop there for this first episode. I hope there will be many more. I was really nervous sitting down. I didn't know where this was going to go. I'm not used to being on camera either, but I feel okay now. I was thinking, should I do this in Swedish or should I do it in English? And I decided on English for 2 reasons, I guess. One is that more people will understand what I'm saying and I won't have to translate it with subtitles and things, which will save me time. And 2, my mum's from England. I've spent a lot of time there. I haven't been for 3 years now, which makes me sad because I really miss it. But with COVID and everything, it's been difficult getting over. But that means I don't use my English as much as I like to, and I really need to use it so I don't forget. So I thought this would be a good way to keep my English going. Dobby! Leak. He's getting restless now. So I think I'll do it in English. I hope that's okay with everyone. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, where I'm Crafts, Country Living and MB. Yeah, so that's it for this time. Take care everyone. Bye.